welcome to another episode of Real Talk. I really appreciate you being here for another podcast episode. Now, today I literally want to dive straight into it. But firstly, I just want to thank anybody who messaged me on Instagram with their wishing well wishes, good. Oh my god, words have fully glitched. Get well wishes, oh my god, that's it. On the back of obviously the last episode when I was talking through, obviously I was shouting out and highlighting one of my absolutely amazing clients, but also it was a little bit of kind of like a catch-up episode as well. So yeah, just thanks to anybody who messaged me. As you can tell, hopefully I'm feeling so much better. I've still got a bit of a cough, but I'm feeling so much better than I was. So thank you so much. So update before we get started. I feel like something, maybe it's after being poorly, maybe it's moving and actually the realization that we're here. There are big moves that have been made in 2025. But I've entered 2026, and now that I'm coming, I've kind of come out of all my illnesses, I really want to kind of nail productivity. I've got some big visions and big goals in terms of business as well for 2026, but also just getting in a really good routine. So I just want to let you know, from here on out, my episodes are going to be released every fortnight at 6 o'clock in the morning on Tuesday. And Tuesday I decided, because it's actually, according to research, it is the worst day of the week, because Monday is kind of getting back to it. By the time you get to Wednesday, it's hump day and you're looking forward to the weekend. Friday, the weekend, and then you're back to Monday again. So Tuesday, and I decided that I'm going to release them early at 6 o'clock in the morning, because I just feel that if you want something to brighten up your day, you want something to listen to, you want something that's going to give you value, entertainment, guest speakers, all the things, because again, got some big plans for 2026 with some amazing guest speakers, then I just thought 6 o'clock in the morning gives you the opportunity to listen to the pod on your morning walk, or on your drive on your way to work, or when you're making brekkie in the morning, or whatever that thing might be. I just thought, yeah, let's just get it on there nice and early for you guys. So we are going to dive straight into the topic today, which is why you shouldn't be pressing the snooze button on your phone or on your alarm. Now, this is very much real talk, hence the name of the podcast, bringing you the facts and actually linking it to one of my passions, something that I am very passionate about rather, which is sleep. As a nutrition and mindset coach in this space, sleep is something that I am extremely passionate about, because there are so many benefits to sleep, so many. Your energy, your hormone balance, mood, stress, cravings, your appetite control as well, because sleep has a massive impact on your fullness hormone, but your hunger hormone as well. With all of those things kind of combined, and trust me, there's more to that list as well, but I'm sure that you can imagine, or I'm sure that you already know, that those things are going to affect your metabolism, and they're going to affect fat loss or weight loss. And I'm just going to assume that maybe you're a lady on a fat loss or a weight loss, or a self-care kind of journey, if you're listening to this podcast right now. So if you're a lady on, on a fat loss journey, this episode is going to be really helpful for you in actually understanding why you should not be pressing that snooze alarm in the morning, and why actually, without maybe even thinking about it, it's actually a negative thing. I would actually be super happy to record a podcast episode on sleep, and the benefits of sleep, and how it actually negatively impacts your fat loss progress on another episode. If you feel that that's something that you find helpful, then please let me know, because that's something that I'd love to deep dive into. But today actually it's just going to be about that snooze button, and why that's something that you should not be pressing in the morning. So when we press snooze on our phone or on our alarm in the morning, it obviously disrupts our sleep. Something has gone off and it's obviously like disturbed us, right? And when we actually think about when we press that snooze button, how much longer is it actually going to give us? Like another what, 10, 15, like 20 minutes tops maybe. So you are not, when you press that button, you are not actually going to get back into a deep sleep. So essentially you're just prolonging having to get up. Getting up straight away might be something that you quote unquote feel like you can't do, or something that you might find like more challenging, but research states that actually the best thing to do is when your alarm goes off is actually to get up straight away, and I'm actually going to explain to you why. So research says that actually hitting that snooze alarm in the morning comes with three things. You'll probably end up like feeling more groggy, more tired, and of course you're actually missing out on that 15, 20 minutes, maybe even half an hour time that you could actually give yourself in the morning that might help with actually literally that time in the morning of your morning routine, whether that be to journal or to read or to go for a walk, to get your breakfast ready for the day. And actually this kind of links back to another episode I did on your morning routine, and it rings really beautifully with this episode actually. So if you haven't given that one a listen, then I do kind of like strongly recommend that you actually go and listen to that, because it will really help with solidifying like a morning routine and what actually works for you on the back of hopefully not pressing like the snooze alarm button. But yeah, going back to that, if you're someone who says like, oh, I don't have time to go for my walk, I don't have time to prep my breakfast ready for the day, I don't have time to journal, I don't have time to read, I don't have time to do my skincare or set myself up for the day, or whatever that thing might be, and you know you're on like a self-care or a fat loss or even like a personal kind of journey, you are literally like jeopardizing that. Like you're missing out on habits, on things that could actually start your day in like a really positive way, like a really positive light, right? It could help you, you know, you could be doing things in the morning that help you feel organized and help you feel energized and help you feel like ready to fucking go. Essentially like starting the day on the right foot, because all of those things that I've just mentioned, and it might look like something else. It might look like, I don't know, like even having a little play with your dog in the morning, or maybe you have kids and it's about spending a bit of time with them. But all of those things, and everybody's morning routine like looks different, and that's what I said on the previous like podcast episode, and it's all gonna look like different. But essentially it's about doing things, implementing things and prioritizing things that make you fucking happy, right? Like that is literally what it's all about. Like if you don't give yourself that extra time, for example, just think about, I don't know, like you're rushing in the morning, like you're sweaty, you're rushed, you get to work and you don't have your breakfast ready, you haven't drank your water, you haven't just sat and enjoyed your coffee after the water, obviously, and you're already kind of like on the back foot of your day, and that's going to make you feel maybe unorganized, like a bit chaotic. You then are not starting your day with your high protein brekkie that you could have had, like etc. Do you see how it like literally has like a domino effect on the rest of the day, which can then actually impact like your whole week, which with some people would impact their whole month? Like it sounds like something so minuscule, but I promise, like when we look at the big picture, it actually has such an effect. And like snoozing your alarm, it's just not going to help. Like I say, less energy, more groggy, less time. Like who the fuck wants that, right? And I know that everybody's different. Like I am not a nap person. Like personally, I do not enjoy a nap. I have this friend, she's still one of my closest friends actually, and we lived together when we were in Cardiff. If you've been following me for a while, you'll know that I actually lived in Cardiff for a few years, did my teaching, PGCE there, stayed there teaching for a few years. Anyway, this is one of my friends who I lived with for a year when I was there, and she would like literally get home from work every day around 4:30 and be like, I'm gonna go and have my nap. And to me, I'd be like, what do you mean? Like you're gonna go and have your nap? Like if I'm desperately trying to sleep and to go for a nap, it's just not gonna happen for me. And I know that everybody is obviously like different, and if a nap's something you enjoy, then fine. But for me, A nap, if I have a nap, I will wake up feeling like groggy, a bit kind of like icky is how I would kind of describe it. And that's because you're not getting into that deep sleep, right? So it's the same when your alarm goes off, you're never going to go back into that deep sleep. So if you actually snooze your alarm, kind of go back to sleep a little bit and then wake up again, you're going to feel groggy and tired and icky and all of those things, rather than just getting the fuck up straight away. But I do understand that this is a lot easier said than done, and so I'm going to give you 3 pointers to actually help you stop snoozing your alarm. Okay, number 1, leave your room, wrong, try again. Number 1, leave your phone on the other side of the room, or even the other side of the door. Now, the reason that this helps, I mean, number 1, it means that you're not going to be scrolling on your phone late at night, or your phone is the first thing that you go on in the morning, which is obviously going to make it harder for you to get up. But by leaving your phone on the other side of the room or the other side of the door, you literally have to get up straight away. You have to get up, right? Like literally you have to get up to go and turn the alarm off or your phone off. And the same if you're not using your phone and you have an alarm, I suggest that maybe you have it like not on your bedside table, but on, I don't know, like maybe another piece of furniture that you've got that literally makes you actually get up out of bed. Number 2, make sure you have a song or, you know, like a sound or a vibration or something that is kind of bearable. So what I mean by that is not like a sound or like a vibration that literally makes you hate life. Not something maybe that's kind of like too harsh. So you know, like on your Alexa you might be able to set an alarm where like a pop album comes on, or something that you like that. Like it very much depends on you, and that's why I'm saying like it's completely up to you. Personally, I wouldn't set like your favourite song in the world to be going off every morning, because it's likely it might not stay your favourite song for very long if you actually do that. But yeah, just something that goes off that you actually like, you know, you don't dread the thought of. Like just the other night actually, I changed my alarm because it was going off, it was so fucking loud and just wasn't nice to wake up to. It's just never going to start your day in the best way. So Alexa now goes off.
I'm sure how to help you.
I literally knew that was going to happen. Instead of like my alarm on my phone now. But yeah, completely up to you. And my 3rd tip is actually to be realistic. So if you want to like wake up for work and give yourself like a nice hour and a half, couple of hours in the morning, and you're aiming for like 5 a.m, which is actually something that I am aiming towards at the minute, I would maybe start with waking up like half an hour earlier and like build up from there. Like you want to be realistic. Like for example, if you want to be getting up at 7 at the minute and actually you're snoozing and you're getting up at more like 7:30, how about you just start with 7? Yeah, how about you just start with when your alarm goes off at 7, you just get up. Yeah, and then if it's like, oh actually I'm really enjoying this, I want to like start getting up early and give myself more time, maybe then 7:15, 6:30. You know, just you want to be realistic, because if you set yourself a goal at the minute you're waking up and not even getting up at 7 and you set it for 5:30, realistically that is just not going to happen. So I would just kind of like start small, build up, and like work your way up from there, or work your way back in terms of like time, as it were. Honestly, this sounds like something so small, but it really can make such a massive impact. Like I say, on your mood, on your energy. You'll wake up feeling less groggy, you'll have more time. Just like take my word for it. And it, like I say, it's not something that just has to like happen overnight, but it's definitely something that I would start prioritizing. And obviously the first time with anything, the first time is always going to be the hardest, right? It's going to be the hardest, and then it's just going to get easier and easier and easier. And before you know it, it'll literally just be a habit in your life that you don't even think about. And obviously, if you can do this and you actually stick to it, you will have more time to sort your brekkie, to sit and enjoy a drink in the morning, to go for a walk, to, I don't know, read, journal, skincare, whatever that thing like might be for you, you'll have more time for that. And honestly, like, I'm really passionate about this because not only have I started doing this with my alarm, but also I have really started implementing and building like a morning routine that works for me, and I feel so fucking good in the morning when I get all those things done, because not only, you know, more energy, like better mood, more time, there'll also be that sense of achievement, like you've accomplished something, and that always feels so good from like a mindset perspective. So I really hope that you've enjoyed this episode. As per usual, if there's anything you kind of like want to talk about, anything you want to share with me, like I literally love to hear from you. So please send me a message at Jodie B Nutrition, and in the show notes I've actually linked my website, because if you're a woman who's wanting to lose fat, fucking change her life in 2026, gain confidence and just achieve everything that you have always wanted to achieve without any restriction, then you have that there, and you know where I am. Just reach out, and I'll see you on the next one, guys.